Test 1 2 1 2 1 2 test 1 2. Hello. How we doing? Happy Tuesday. It's Tulsa Tuesday tonight. And looking forward to flying the J-3 Cub around VFR style in and around the Tulsa area without actually talking to anyone here. Hey, I was Scotsman. Hi, Ron. We're going to try to do it under the Tulsa Class Charlie shelf here, and we got a couple of cool spots to go. I think I found some really neat little freeware. There's a bunch in this Tulsa area. Well, in Oklahoma in general. I'm surprised at how many cool little tiny strips there are. But we're gonna head out of Gundys. We're gonna travel eastbound out here to Claremore. This will be the first little Charlie transition. As long as we stay below 2,300, we should be okay. The elevation, it looks like, at Gundys is about 1,000. Where are we at here? 720. So should be able to get out of there, staying below 23 out here to Claremore. We got some roads to follow. Excuse me. We're going to turn to the southeast, head to Tahlequah, and stop in there. Then kind of northbound up to a place called Grand Lake. And, excuse me, finish the night off at Sand Ridge here, which is just right on the edge of the airspace. So really, after this first leg, after we pop out of here, we're good to go. It's just going to be a matter of listening, monitoring, and all that good stuff, because we do have some good ATC down here. This is going to be a kind of a fun event. It's right on between, so Oklahoma City's right on the edge of Kansas City and Fort Worth. It's down in the Fort Worth side, but you can see it's kind of almost straddling the border there. And Tulsa is just to the northeast, about an hour or so. So we'll be talking to, my guess is, well, we won't be talking to anybody because it's all uncontrolled fields tonight, but we'll be monitoring one of these two approach controllers. I think I might have 24 nothing Ian Weber's frequency tuned in right now, but yeah, we've got, looks like somebody, another hooligan on the ground. Oh, it's that Rock Valkyrie guy. Yes indeed. Welcome. So I did share, in case you're curious, I shared some freeware scenery links, like I always do, and you're invited to come along for the ride. Here we are in the beautiful Classic Air Sim J3 Cub. It's been a minute, and my fault on that, because yeah, it's a great airplane. We enjoy it, and I think it's going to be a fun one to fly tonight. So anyway, I may not be able to talk very much. What do we have down here? Let's see. Let's get it fully fueled. We're going to kind of cheat just a little bit here. We got we don't want too much oil. 4.5. Let's see. We got to get the chocks are, everything's removed here, so that's good. Let's turn the nope, we're going to put the fuel back on. Sorry. Let's make sure the magnetos are off. And yeah, let's hop out. Let's get this thing get this party started, get this thing going. Man, oh man, all of a sudden I cannot talk. Give me a little heads up, by the way, if the music keeps going. It's been doing some weird things. I may have to rethink my stream intro music here because of that. Oh gosh, you know what else I need here? I don't think I have the sounds turned up very, very high. Let's check and see what we have. Oh yeah, we got to turn those up just a little bit. I won't go crazy with the sounds, but 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll do one more. 5. Hey, here comes Rock Valkyrie. Whoa, looking good there. Looking good there, Mr. Marcinic. Nice to see you, buddy. Meg's on. crack the throttle. I think I was supposed to do that priming with the throttle open. I don't know. I might have screwed up. There she goes. Yes, indeed. And again, no, we've got no brakes. Or no, we have no parking brake, I should say, in this thing. So, all right. What do I have? I need to make sure that I've got... Oh, we just died. Why did we die? That's no good. What happened? Now, why did this thing come on all of a sudden? What's going on? Engine condition, 100%. I don't know. She's not happy. Why not? Fuel is on. Is it? Mags are on. Throttle, I might have to... What's going on here? Okay, I'm going to hold the brakes and run it a little bit at a high RPM here. All right, I was going to look to see if I could get a Tulsa altimeter. Yeah, 3012. Well, good Lord, I can't read this to save my life. 3012-ish. Yeah, it's about our field elevation. Facing south, and the wind right now favoring kind of a southern... Well, actually, the wind's out of the east. So, I think for us, we'll just taxi around and depart. Yeah, heck, I don't know. I think we're close to both runways, so... and Gundys has a CTAF of 18.7, so I need to change that. There we go. Flop that. And then we're going to set COM 2, and we're going to monitor approach on 24 nothing. There's 2 approach frequencies, but I think we'll just monitor. We'll just pick one. Okay, do I have I'm assuming I'm turned on here. Yep. Gundys radio check. Oh, Gundys is 22.9er. What am I doing? Stand by. I don't know what I was looking at. I was looking at a different airport, I think. 22.9. Let's try that again, shall we? I think we're going to depart south. Gundys radio check. Are you hearing me, sir? Oh, you heard me? Oh, wait a second. You heard me on the first frequency? Alright, well, I'm going to stay in 22.9er. And I think we'll get going. Good to see you, Rob. Thanks for flying along, by the way. Appreciate it. Oh, I'm both. Oh, your mic's not working. Okay. So, yeah. So, Gundys has, by the way, let's just take a little peek here while the engine warms up. We've got a regular asphalt runway 17 left, or a turf runway. We're going to take the turf runway 17 right. Got some trees. Read you 5, sir. Hello. All right. So yeah, we'll just taxi over, basically turn around and zip on over. Hi, Jeffrey. There's a little taxiway there, but honestly, I'm probably just going to taxi straight across and just depart from the intersection there. Jeffrey, how are you? Good to see you, man. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. I'm a little concerned I'm not here in Tulsa right now. Tulsa. Let's tune in Tulsa Tower. The other Tulsa approach and see if we hear anybody. Ah, it's not okay. It's not monitoring, is why. TFB, hello. Monitor. There we go. Monitor +2. Ah, we're cooking with butter. And I know I should be monitoring guard, but all right. Gundys traffic. November 11816. Yellow Cub. We're gonna taxi across 17. Right to 17 left, departing the turf runway at the intersection. Gundys. Clear. Oh, do we have? Hold on. Where is this? Hang on. Here's the turf runway. Yeah, it's right here. It's not very. Oh, I went too far. Okay, I went a little too far. So, where am I exactly? Am I facing the right way? I'm giving away a lot of room here, aren't I? Holy crap. Man, okay, there's 17. So, yeah, I think we can get airborne. Or is this the turf runway? Wait a second. What is this business? No, that's not.
We're gonna taxi to 17 on the grass.
Roger. All right, so I think, wow, what the heck? I think we got it. This is gonna be one of those nights. Let's get to the short grass and let's go flying. I think rotates at about 42 miles an hour anyway. So, ooh, crosswind. Oh man, crosswind. Oh yeah, plenty of runway. Okay, we need to turn eastbound now, so that's a left-hand turn. Hey, Gundys traffic. November 11816 is turning left crosswind, departing the area eastbound. Gundys. We have to stay below 2,300. Okay, there's a 082, or we're looking for 082, and then we're looking for a couple of fairly prominent, like I don't know if it's an interstate, but it's a divided highway here that will hit.
Tulsa approach, malicious 1, 5,000.
Ah, kitty monster.
Malicious 1, Tulsa
Heck
approach.
yeah.
Going to maintain 3,500.
All right, there's about 082. 15 miles, so like this should be a fairly nice little warm-up flight for us here. And what are we looking at? 1,000 feet right now. Cool, very cool. Love it. We do have the town of Claremore that we should be seeing off to our left. I think this is still part of the Tulsa suburbs here. But anyway, welcome, happy Tuesday. I've been excited about this flight. I've got a niece that lives in the Tulsa area, so I was pumped when I saw this was on the radar, because it's just a nice way to kind of virtually, you know, sort of kind of connect. I need to head a little more northbound, I think. 082. And the wind should be actually right in my face right now, so I'm probably not going to be doing much in terms of airspeed, which you never do in this plane anyway. It's
turn left heading 080.
probably best that we don't see that we're only doing 65 knots. I love it. All right, but we're good. Do I see this body of water here? This little river? I don't know if I do. I don't see it on the sectional. Oh yeah, I do actually. Okay, yeah. we're doing good. We actually have a little airfield coming up here called Barkus Field off our right-hand side. And again, I'm kind of going a little too far south, aren't I? Oh, no, I'm not. I'm doing good.
Clear visual approach, runway 36 right.
080.
Clear for the visual, 36 right, malicious 1.
Yeah, good to hear Kenny Monster on the comms. And good to know that everything is
Tulsa departure, Delta 4806.
is working out okay.
Runway heading.
4806, Tulsa departure, radar contact, climb maintain 15,000, clear direct Springfield VOR.
Up to 15,000, clear direct Springfield, Delta 4806.
All right, what are we running this baby at? About 2,200 RPMs right now. I think that's okay. Looks like our temps and oil pressures are good. I think we want our oil temp to kind of be in that middle range a little bit more, but I think this will be fine. Whoops, little too much to the north. Jeffrey's got a watch party with the kids and a few, but I'm glad you did, man. It's always good to chat with you, buddy.
2716, Tulsa approach. Expect vectors with visual, runway 36 right approach. Fly present heading, descend and maintain 3,500. Present heading, down to 3,500.
Yeah, spitting oil like always, or burning a little oil like always. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Hopefully I've got the time set correctly. I'm wanting to get back to
one contact tower 121.2. See ya.
The final airfield, which is Sandridge, back before dark. So that might be the limiting factor, though, because you know this plane obviously it's a little slower, and I always seem to underestimate how slow it is, but anyway, let's just enjoy. This is a really
2716 fields at your 12 o'clock in 20 miles forward field in sight.
It's really pretty part of Oklahoma, as you can see. Lots of trees, lots of hills, and lots of lakes. We're going to do quite a bit of our navigating today, using the lakes in the area. So you get kind of on the eastern side of Oklahoma, and you start getting to that kind of more hilly terrain. Quite interesting.
4806 contact Kansas City Center on 134.3. We'll see ya.
I've only driven through here one time. I need to go visit my niece, though. Alright, still looking for, I think I see the city. What is that city's name again? Claremore coming up here. So we want to stay south of Claremore. But there's a road that's going to come up from our right-hand side. That's the two-lane road, and or the divided highway, I should say. And then that kind of angles us out eastbound, which should take us right to Claremore. So Claremore, the town Claremore is about halfway on our 15-mile first leg. So anyway, whoops. How we doing? We're mainly 080-ish. Yeah, we're a little kind of heading a little too far north, aren't we?
Altimeter 3012. Expect vectors for the visual, runway 36 right approach.
Slight course correction.
Heading, vectors to final.
Alright, we'll expect some vectors of the visual.
Agent Bresta.
36 right and current.
Good evening, sir.
Heading vectors to final southwest 1980.
Welcome, welcome.
2716 contact tower 121.2. We'll see ya.
Once we get to the town of Claremore, we technically are outside of the Charlie, so we're outside of any controlled airspace, so we don't have to worry about busting any Charlies. And I don't plan on, going much higher anyway. Hey, there's our There's our interstate, I think. So the interstate heads into town, and so I think I'll follow it kind of into town, then I'll try to, there's a, again, kind of a divided highway that heads eastbound. Sort of, well, this divided highway, there's actually a second one. I think this is the next one up here that I want. I think what we have here and then out on that road, I think is what I want to follow. Head itches. Claremore is a north-south oriented airfield, by the way, and again, winds are pretty light, 030 at 4, so probably favoring that northbound approach. As I look at the airport, yeah, 1836, and it doesn't specify a pattern, so we'll just fly. We'll kind of come in on a left-hand base, and actually what we'll probably end up doing is not seeing it until too late, so then we'll have to teardrop to the left downwind.
Load up 1186, 2000 for 15,000 runway heading.
Yeah, this is good. There's
Tulsa departure, radar contact.
There's that divided highway.
15,000,
It's going to run up and take us out another 7 miles, and then the I wonder if
1918 to send and maintain 5,000.
we got out here, but anyway, the airport's on the south side of the highway, so. So, thanks for popping by a little bit early. I let me explain the time change. It's nothing major, but I went fishing today, and I tell you what, I'm wiped out. I'm absolutely wiped out. So, like, I'm worried I'm going to be in bed by 8. So I thought, if I don't even start my stream until 6, I may not get halfway through these flights, and I really want to. So that's the main reason. And I almost moved it up to 5. I just couldn't quite get myself totally ready, but thank you for your flexibility. Yeah, hopefully I won't be doing too much of that. But it's a good kind of tired, you know what I mean? It's like a workout tired, man. I did a lot of walking today. It was cool. First time down on the stream, though. The water was awesome. Nice and clear, a little bit low. Great day. Great day. First trip of the year is always a good one.
Delta 1186, contact Memphis Center on 132.55. We'll see ya.
Cal, I'm wondering if those lights over there are like landing lights or something. It seems kind of odd that there would be that at a little tiny. Well, this is a regional airport, so that might be it. Supposed to be a little private grass strip over here somewhere. I bet in these hills. I bet that's kind of cool, wherever that is. Yeah, I caught 3, and I'm a catch and release guy. Put them back so they can grow, and I can catch them again next year. But yeah, it was good there. Fish are all healthy, and I wouldn't say it was hot fishing, but it was steady. And yeah, it was fun. It was, those early trips are almost more about kind of scouting out, seeing every year. The creek changes every spring. Of course, you get the high water and goes through there, and it changes the course of the stream and where the holes are, and So a lot of times that first trip is all about that, just trying to cover as much water as you can just to see, you know, what things look like, and especially when it's low, when the water's nice and low like it is now. That's really important information to have for later on when the water levels come up. You kind of remember where the good spots are, where the riffles are, where the big holes are, where the nice eddies are, things like that. Yeah, I think this has got to be our airport. All right, so Claremore, this is a 22.7.
4,981,
All right.
Tulsa approach. Descend and maintain 3,500. Fuel temperature 10 o'clock in 15 miles for site.
17 3,500, and we're looking American 4,981.
All right, make sure I'm on the right comms here so I'm not talking over people. Claremore traffic, November 11816, Piper Cub, yellow Piper Cub that's 5 miles west of the field inbound. We're going to maneuver right, sorry, left downwind, runway 36, Claremore.
Left heading 030, and we have the field inside American.
4981, clear visual approach, runway 36 right.
Yep, those are some definite hangers there, so we'll kind of just 45 to the left downwind and make our first stop. It'll be a quick one, and we got to get going. We got 32-mile legs, so which is this Cub is basically a little slower than if you drove it. So 32 miles might take us about 40 minutes.
Claremont traffic, yellow Piper Cub.
Go ahead.
Southwest 1918, turn left heading 180.
Touch and go or full stop?
Up to 180.
I'm going to go touch and go, and departing the area back to the southeast.
Copy that.
Yeah, we'll probably just touch and go everything here today, and I mean, these are all cool little airports. You can explore them on your own and add them to your small airport collection if you'd like. Again, all the links are in my Discord channel. The stream schedule, they'll be up there through tonight. You can go grab them. Claremore traffic, yellow Cub is 45 to the left downwind, runway 36, Claremore. Okay. Claremore's, I'm not quite at pattern altitude here either. Claremore's 700 feet, I'm only at 11. So, not a very good job of entering the pattern on my part, but no grass options here, by the way, so we'll have to scuff the tires up a little bit. I think we have grass options at least one of the others. I think the last Sand Ridge, I think, is a grass strip. So, all right, there we go. Nobody down there that I could see or have heard. And on departure, we're gonna make a left hand. And we'll make a left-hand downwind departure back to the southeast. All right.
Turn right heading 270 on the rollout.
I don't know why, but I get a kick out of seeing our shadow on the turf down there.
Right turn 270.
Claremore traffic, yellow Cub is left base 36, Claremore. I know Rob is coming behind me, so we'll have to communicate. Claremore traffic, yellow Cub is turning final. We'll be touch and go, and we'll stay on the left-hand circuit to depart the area to the southeast. Claremore.
You got the field southwest 1918.
Ooh,
Southwest 1918, clear visual approach, runway 36 right.
wasn't a very good turn.
Visual 36
All right, wind's coming off our right. Let's see if we can get stable here.
Tulsa Delta 1128, 10,000 with you.
Delta 1128, Tulsa approach. Tulsa altimeter 3012. Expect vectors for the visual. Runway 36 right approach. Fly present heading.
Maintain present heading, expect vectors for the visual 36.
All right, that wasn't too bad.
Delta 1128.
It's only a 3-knot crosswind, so that's well within the limits. I mean, I shouldn't say well within the limits because this plane doesn't. I mean, it's weird. It's so light, but Piper Cub pilots, man, they fly these things in almost any weather condition. All right, so I just got to make sure I'm not getting in Rob's way here.
Jet 12, descending 149,000. Sorry, 14,000.
All right, I got to turn him off. Yeah, sorry, White Cub, can you give me your position report again?
Yeah, we're about ready to touch. Claremont.
All right, Claremont traffic. Yellow Cub is turning left crosswind 36. All right, so that's good. See if we can see him. Yeah, a little too far away. Yeah, Claremont traffic. Yellow Cub 816 is left downwind. Runway 36 will be departing the area to the southeast.
Claremont traffic. We have the departing traffic over at our 9 o'clock. Claremont.
Yeah, we see you there, White Cub. All right, let's get up to pattern altitude here at least, huh? Shall we? Before leaving the area, 17. Probably wouldn't hurt us to get a little higher up. Might help us find these airports a little bit easier too. All right, on the fly planning here, you guys. So we don't really have a lot of stuff that we're looking at, but one of the things that we are definitely looking at here is there's a big lake, Fort Gibson Reservoir, and we're gonna fly over kind of the northern tip of that. Claremont traffic, Yellow Cub 816, climbing 1,300. We're turning to the southeast and departing the area. Claremont. Claremore. Shoot. Claremore. So I'm looking for about 130. There you go. That's about right there. And maybe we'll just at least go 1,500. Now let's keep climbing. Let's see if we can get up to...
Claremore traffic. Free Romeo departing the area left downwind.
Yeah, we'll stay at 1,500. We probably will be not quite at pattern altitude the entire trip because the elevation in this country is anywhere between 600 and 1,000, maybe sometimes a little bit more. But all right, that'll work. So anyway, we're looking for the top of the northern edge of Fort Gibson Reservoir. That's going to be about halfway, about 16 miles in. And then from there, it's a pretty big town. Tahlequah is a pretty big. Tahlequah is a pretty big town. I don't really have. There is a little bit of a highway that I maybe could follow, and a power line that kind of takes us down that way, but essentially what we're going to be looking at here is this. So there's Fort Gibson Reservoir. We're going to hit just the northern end of that, and then there's another 10-killer reservoirs here. So if we get here or we hit this divided highway, we know we've gone a little too far. Here's the power line and little highway here. I mean, it would be possible for us to kind of zigzag down that, I guess, if we needed to. But I think we can dead reckon this here. Again, 32 miles. I mean, that's pushing it a little bit, I guess. But, let's just see how we do. If we can make it to the first reservoir, I'll feel pretty good, honestly. And I'll get a little bit more altitude. I mean, I don't want to get going too fast here. At 22 on the RPMs would be good, I think. Our temperature, our oil pressure, everything's looking good. Guys, good? Need me to close the door there? You all right? We good? Has my music randomly kicked back on? Here, let's, I think I know one time what it does. Let me go out here and activate this scene. We'll leave this scene on for a little while. Maybe even grab a little thumbnail shot here, shouldn't I? Whoop. Only bad part about flying outside is you lose your heading a little bit, don't you? But that's all right. Maybe we could look for our reservoir while we're up here. Rob is right back behind us. We almost could just report as a flight at 2, couldn't we, Mr. Valkyrie? I think I'm going to have to make one fuel stop. This thing does, it is thirsty. Alright, I'm going to kick back inside. Let's see if the music starts back up again. I don't know why it just randomly does. No, that's okay. Maybe it's this screen. Here, let me do this. Let me kick off. And I'm not going anywhere. Let me come back into my... Nope. Not doing it today, I guess. Alright, well, I'm glad. But I was watching back my my Bravo Tour long haul from the other day, and it popped in there a couple times. I'm like, you know, which it's not terrible, right? It's just that same song over and over and over again. It's like, yeah, after a while you get kind of tired of that. All right, I'm going to stop talking so much. I'm losing my voice here for some reason. Okay, we'll go back down, though, and monitor tower, because that was kind of cool to listen to.
Roger, executive 12.
Dadgummit.
Delta 410, turn 10 degrees to the left.
10 degrees left, over 410.
Tulsa for vegetation test 90, leveling 3,600 on the RNAV 365.
It's test 90, Tulsa approach, roger.
Yeah, I think the speed limit down here is 65, so we're barely going. What a car would be right now.
2097 Golf.
All right, what do we have here?
10 miles port field site.
Got a body of water here. Is this my lake?
Golf, sorry about that. I thought you were on the RNF.
Am I
approach runway 36 right.
too far south? Is that? Am I hitting? I'm a long way from the lake here, aren't I?
On approach speed, Victor 12.
Hi, Sam. I don't really know what this is.
Delta 1128, turn right.
Because we're not quite to, there's a north-south kind of major highway that we're going to hit yet, but I don't know what this is. Coming up, little river action here, Arkansas River or something. That does run through here. Doing well, buddy. How about you?
Or 6097 Golf contact.
We're slightly lost at this. Well, we're not lost, but we're buzzing around Tulsa, VFR, and the Piper Cub.
6097 Golf, Roger. Cancel approach clearance. Turn right heading 090, maintain 5000.
So got to go fishing today, and fishing and flight sim, you know, pretty good day overall.
12 contact tower.
Didn't make my wife mad at me, so 3 for 3.
1.2, section 12. Thank you so much.
Dragons of Tail, yeah, more ways than one. I am tired myself. Yeah, I don't know. This is a little river here, and I don't even know. I think there's a little airstrip down here called the Mid-America Industrial that we're zipping by.
Exit 12
somewhere. I think this is the town of Pryor. I think I know roughly where we are. Or actually, this is probably the town of Shotu. I think we might be a little south of Pryor.
1128, cleared visual approach, runway 36 right.
This could be our lake, actually. Could be the northern part of the lake here. I'm coming up top McDonald's. Whoops, hello.
Approach today, November 1 Kilo Echo 6.3.
I don't know what that means, but
Number 1 Kilo Echo.
I need to get back on my
reduce speed to 180.
130.
Seals at your 11 o'clock.
Love's Travel Stop. Oh, I got you. Slanty.
1 Kilo Echo.
Good evening, sir.
Roger, cleared visual approach, runway 35 right, maintain 180 knots, still 5 mile final.
Oh, I'm above McDonald's.
Visual 36 right, and 180 knots, still 5 mile final, 1 Kilo Echo.
I'll take your word on that.
410, reduce speed to 180.
180 knots.
Oh yeah, sure enough. If there's a major intersection like this, there's going to be a Love's.
Right heading 180.
180, November 97 Golf.
Yeah, I'm thinking we might be at the tip top of our lake here. This might be either the river running into the lake or the outlet. I don't know which way the lake flows down here, but yeah, we're getting there. How are you doing, Mr. Sherman Jr.?
Or 1 Kilo Echo traffic, 12 o'clock in 3 miles.
All right, so I think I know where we are here. We're pretty close to where we need to be. So this is the intersection. We just flew right over that, so we're maybe slightly south of our course here, but we're not too far off. We're in the vicinity. We are doing the Tulsa Tuesday event, sir. And we're on our way to a little town called Tahlequah. There's a little municipal airport down there.
1.2, Delta Island,
Kilo Tango Quebec Hotel.
2 o'clock in 15 miles.
Yeah, we're just doing some VFR stuff.
410,
in and around the Tulsa area, so just did touch and go there at Claremore, and now we're on our way down here to Tahlequah. I can't take my eyes off the road for very long because this cub has a mind of its own. But yeah, I've got a niece that lives in the Tulsa area, so I had to plan this flight. Plus, this is just not an area that gets staffed up very often, so what a cool place to fly. You remember a little of this area, Slanty. This is not far from the now infamous Arkansas River sandbar run that we did as a bush league event. We're just a little far, or a little bit west of that, of the Arkansas River.
In Denver,
This is the
621, contact
Neo
City Center
Neo
on
Show River.
134.3,
Gotcha.
134.3 Endeavor 621.
Yeah, you head up just a little further north and a little further east. You hit that Arkansas River, and man, did we have fun that night! Wow, that was a blast. Had 20 plus
6097 Golf, to maintain
20 plus
3,500.
sandbars. I think we ended up hitting, maybe more than that.
6097 Golf.
That was awesome. That was Gravity Night Flying
1 Kilo Echo, contact tower,
that
121.2
gave us
PM.
that idea.
2121 Kilo Echo, thanks man. Ooh.
1,500, climbing 15,000, direct Springfield. Who's that calling climbing?
Okay, I'm going to turn that guy down just a little bit.
Or 6097 Golf, maintain 180 knots.
All right, we're almost to illegal eastbound VFR altitude now, 3,500. We are doing
November 6097 Golf, turn right, heading
blistering
20 on the raw, fuel at your 2 o'clock in
64 miles an hour, but we're going as the crow flies, so we're going a lot faster than they are in the cars. Although if we had a car on the ground right now racing us, we'd probably be losing. But that's the point, right? That was the origin of Suspiciously Airstrippy? Really? I was not aware of that. That's pretty dang cool.
410, contact tower, 121.2 CM.
121.2, Bill 410, thanks.
Okay. Have I corrected enough, do you think? I don't know. Any winds today? Yeah, light winds from the east. And, all right, look for the finale, or look for that final field west of the river. Yeah, that Thomas. I think that was Thomas. Downwind Sim and I were just talking about that. So Claremore, it was 0406. Tulsa right now is 1003, so pretty light, just a little bit of a headwind. Where we're going, Tahlequah is calm actually.
Approach number 6097 Golf, how's it feel?
Or 6097 Golf, clear visual approach, runway 36 right.
Visual approach 36 right, runway 6097 Golf.
I think it would be a blast flying with the door open. I should get this other window open here too. Really cool it down. All right,
Departure American
one.
6,000, climbing 15,000.
Wow, and I'm going due south. Hold on, I got to get back on my 130. Here I am, chit-chatting, and I'm going way too far south.
Meiji, American 734.
Yikes! All right. All right. Well, we're generally over this. This is Fort Simpson Lake, and so we wanted to be kind of over the northern tip of it. So we're just a little off track. How about this? Let's do. We'll do like a 120, 16 miles. And now the next thing we're looking for, guys, is the actual town of Tahlequah, which is a fairly big town. Shouldn't be that hard to find, he says. And then the airfield is on the northwest side, so we should hopefully see it as we come in. And winds are calm. It's a north-south running airport here. Let's see, 17 and 35, left-hand pattern into both. And we'll touch and go here because I think I have enough fuel to make this next leg is about the same as 39 miles. And we'll probably have to get fuel. That's heading up to Grand Lake. We'll probably have to get some fuel at Grand Lake. I'm a little surprised, and maybe you have it on your radar, Slant Alpha, that the Arkansas River has not been one of your choices yet. But again, there's a lot of rivers. so many rivers, so little time. Did you announce your next river? I think I was there. You just wrapped up your, is it your third season already?
664, contact tower 121.2.
What is your next river? If you're still around.
Or 6097 Golf, contact tower 121.2, see ya.
Or does anybody know?
1.2, November 639, Golf City.
Full approach reading, Helen Ferry 29 with Echo, passing for pass.
So yeah, so if you're not doing anything and want to load into Kilo Tango
329 Tulsa
Quebec
approach.
Hotel.
Tulsa Center 30
Oh, the Rio Grande. Okay, season 4, nice. Hop in. You can fly along with us. We are, even though you hear ATC in the background, we are not talking to anybody. We're flying uncontrolled today, and
9 o'clock,
we've already
miles port field in sight.
exited our only controlled airspace. And so, if you just want to hop in and fly along,
Cleared, visual approach, runway 36
we're just going to be at the midway point here in about the next 15 minutes. So, you can see what we're flying today, the Cub. So, pick anything you want, but like the idea today is to be slow. Nice and slow.
329, Roger, expect veterans to visual, runway 36
We're getting a little too
left
high.
approach,
Let's get back down
turn
3,500
left
here,
heading
shall we?
29er, 0 to maintain 5,000 vectors to final.
Now the Rio Grande is a hard river to beat, also, and so that's cool. That's going to be a fun series. I've actually picked that river for a couple of Virtual USA Flying Club events, so I understand. That's a great choice. Are you going to do it because it turns north and goes? Did you? Okay. And I apologize for not seeing your first episode of it. Did you start down in the Gulf of Mexico and you're working your way kind of north or northwest, or did you start on the other end and you're working your way towards the Gulf?
Record 734, contact Memphis Center on 132.55. We'll see ya.
132.55 American 734.
Started in Castle Lake. Very cool. Yeah. Well, you'll have better tailwinds that way, I think. Generally speaking, I think. Well, cool. It's amazing. Oh, man. You're 5 episodes. No kidding. Wow, time flies, man. Time flies. That's cool, though. It's amazing.
John Deere 6, contact tower
And 5 episodes into your 4th season already. I feel like you're a Netflix show that I need to binge. By the way, speaking of Netflix shows, did you binge Severance season 2? And if so, what did you think of the ending? My wife and I are currently watching The Patriot now, and it's another really good. Still on Reacher. Oh yeah, yeah. I see there. Just a new episode came out. We got to watch. Coming up here too. K Constant, thanks for the follow.
12 o'clock and 20 miles port field in sight.
Appreciate you.
180 on the speed, and we have to go outside 3128.
Envoy 3128.
Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the Melvin Libre channel.
Cleared visual approach, runway 36.
I'm your host, Brant.
030,
Nice to meet you.
6 right, 3128.
Severance is so good. What did you think of the ending?
Please confirm that heading.
You're watching Craven. That's right. You told me that.
Envoy 3120, 030.
030, okay.
Agent Presta, here's what I'm going to tell you. It is the weirdest show that you will not be able to stop watching, if that makes any sense. It is just so different. And yeah, it is so different. But it's just really cool. It's just a great storyline, and they, season 1 was just like almost, we're just trying to get rid of, or just trying to get used to how the whole, show was shaken out with just, again, it's just so unique and so strange. In season 2, they did a really good job of
maintain 180 knots.
diving into each character, and so then I don't know, the end of it, the series finale was really good, and but it was one of those that they clearly were setting up season 3, which they weren't supposed to have season 3, but there's the AI overview. Yeah, so that's not a bad
Guys, 4990, thanks for the help. Maintain 180
description.
knots until 5 mile final.
180 knots until 5
But it's just the whole idea of living dual lives.
Scott 4990, 180 till or
It just makes it like there's just so many weird things. You were happy with it? Yep. And I am too. I'm glad there's a season 3. Because I think initially that was the plan, but and you get like 10 episodes per season, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, so
Heading 030 and clear for visual 36.
I don't know of any other premise that's like this. Is a pretty unique premise. I don't know, maybe there's been other shows like it, but because there's nothing new under the sun, right? But yeah.
Dodge Envoy 3120, can we reduce less than 180? 3120.
Envoy 3120, roger. Resume normal speed.
But yeah, I gotta get River Run pulled up on my Netflix and get that binged. I do.
Envoy 3120,
All right, looking for the town of Tahlequah, and I'm hoping I haven't gone too far
That was 96, turn left heading 180.
too far south. I don't think I have. We are going to. You're going left pattern 17. Sounds good to me, Rob. No spoilers then. All right. Well, if it's anything like the first 3 seasons, it'll be full of intrigue, suspense, and adult situations. Obviously, if I had to put a warning on it, there's a little drinking, I think, and but no sexual content and no smoking, so that's really good, and no foul language. So there you go. So it would be like, I don't know what it would be rated now, but yeah. I always get a kick out of those shows that they give you every little thing, like this show contains warning, it contains smoking, and I mean, language is one thing, sexual content, nudity, all that stuff, like you expect that, but like I still get a kick out of when they warn you about there's going to be smoking, and I don't know, it's just like the things that you get warned about these days. It's kind of humorous. I thought this might be our town, but I think it's just a light patch of farmland out here. Contains flashing lights. There you go. Yep. And triggers for playground bullying. Yes. I might have said something like the excessive use of butter. No cows were harmed in the making of all these landings. Okay, and again, there is a lake out here. We don't want to get to that lake. We've gotten to the lake. We've gone too far. I think we're getting close here. Right? What's our CTAF? 2280. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to quit monitoring that. We're going to go 2280.
Endeavor 4845. Endeavor 4845.
Okay, and we're going to make a radio call. We don't quite... This might be the town. Tahlequah traffic, Yellow Cub, November 11816 is northwest of the field, 5 miles at 3,500 inbound. Tahlequah traffic. Yep, this is definitely town. So the airport is supposed to be on the near side here. I hope I haven't. Oh, there it is. Is that it? That might be it. And you want the left hand pattern landing south. All right. I might go northbound, Rob, because then we can touch and go. Read you 5, sir. I think I'm
I
gonna.
didn't hear you.
Okay,
I hear
shoot.
you now, though.
I think I pushed the wrong button. Tahlequah traffic, Yellow Cub, November 11816. We are just to the northwest of the field, descending 3,000. We're going to join the left-hand downwind for runway 35. We'll be touch and go, Tahlequah. Yeah, that way I think, Rob, we could just head out.
Copy that. Tahlequah traffic. 3 Romeo will follow traffic.
Yep, this is us for sure. And we're not entering. We're not entering at a very good. We should be at 2,100. We're a little high. We're not descending into the pattern like we're supposed. I mean, we are descending like we're not supposed to, but. All right, little red dirt road stuff going here. Again, another little freeware, cool little freeware. 4 of the 5 were made from the same developer. This might be the only one that's done differently. Yeah, we've got enough fuel, I think, to make this next leg. All right, Tahlequah traffic. Yellow Cub is left downwind 35. Tahlequah. All right, we're 2,100. And I really like. I don't know why, but I love developers that aren't afraid to take on these little munis. I guess in the back of my mind, I'm hoping somebody will take on our little regional airport someday. I would love to have Vertical Sim make Central Wyoming Regional or somebody like that. Hey, Chris. Back to basics. That is correct, sir. I actually reached out to the FS add-ons guys to tell them what a good job they've been doing, because they have some Wyoming airports, and they've made like Casper and Sheridan and Billings, and they've made Rapid City, South Dakota, and Pierce, South Dakota. And they do a nice job, and they charge like $13. And so I just reached out one day on a whim. There was an email, and I just sent him an email saying, "Hey, I really appreciate what you've done, and thanks for giving us these little options to fly out here." And I just put a bug in his ear. I'm like, "Hey, if you're looking for a new project," I said, Central Wyoming Regional Airport, it's the 9th busiest airport in the state. Tahlequah traffic. Cub, Yellow Cub is turning left base 35. Tahlequah. I didn't tell him that there's only 10 airports in the state that are commercial airports. So we're 9th out of 10. But to my surprise, I had a response from him. He must have just happened to be on. And I had a response from him like within the hour. And he said, "Thanks, appreciate it, and I'll keep that in mind." And so I doubt he'll do anything, but he did Casper, so why not come 90 more miles to the west? Tahlequah traffic. Yellow Cub is turning final 35. We'll be touch and go and departing northbound. Tahlequah. All right, calm winds, so this should be.
Yes, Tahlequah traffic. 3 Romeo. We're about 3 miles to the northwest. We're on our left 45 downwind for northbound runway.
A little stuttery here, aren't we? Okay, down we go. Keep the tail flying. Stay lined up. Kinda. Oh, she's such a little squirrel on the ground. I love it. I love it. I love it. Tahlequah traffic. Cub 816 is on the go. We'll be departing the area northbound. Tahlequah. See if we can see Rock Valkyrie coming in here. We were going to be fly to 2. I forgot to say that, but it probably ended up good that I didn't say that because we got a little separated. By the way, this is the Classic Airline Simulations J-3 Cub. An absolute steal. I don't think it's $20. It's just an absolute steal. It comes with 2 variants. Comes with a regular wheel, which is what I'm flying. So that's why you maybe have noticed I've had the extra 2 knots of airspeed because of the wheel pants. But it comes with the bush-wheeled version as well. And what a great aircraft. What a great aircraft. All right, so this now, my friends, is basically northbound. It was a 009er heading. So we're gonna turn slightly. Like I'm gonna probably go about maybe 0. Maybe 015, because I do think we have a little bit of wind coming up our right-hand side. Pull the RPMs back a little bit. And, yeah, just enjoy the Tahlequah area. Very rural, hilly country up here.
Runway 35, Tahlequah.
Lots of cedar. And now, navigation-wise, guys, this is going to be a little bit of a challenge. But here's what we're going to do. Okay. We're going to try to just fly this northbound heading, and we're going to cross this, whatever this road is. This will be easy to see, but I'm looking for Lake Yucca. Lake Yucca, we need to cut right through the middle of that, and then we're going to hit the kind of the right edge of Grand Lake here. Hit this arm. Anyway, we're looking for this big kind of peninsula coming in here, just to the west of Grove Regional. So between all of those things,
traffic. Comanche 514 Delta Victor, taxiing out to runway 35, Tahlequah.
I recognize that voice. But anyway, Tahlequah, yeah. So northbound, and it is Grand Island. It is 3 Oscar 9er. And how far off course have I gotten, do you suppose? Not too bad. I've slid a little bit eastbound there. Let's.
Traffic, November 3 Romeo, we're departing runway 35 to the north, Tahlequah.
Rob Valkyrie, how you feeling, buddy? There.
Tahlequah traffic, Comanche 514 Delta Victor, departing runway 35 on a VFR northbound straight out departure, Tahlequah.
If we get too far this way, there's a highway we could follow. So, but I think we're all right. We just did a little dippity-doo. Let's get back on our course here, though, shall we? There we go. That's 010. That's fine. Still feel sick. Dang it. Heading in on April 2nd. Well, shoot. It's a long wait, man. I'm glad they gave you some meds, and I'm sorry, dude. Hopefully, again, doing this stuff gives you a little bit of a distraction for a couple of hours. All right. I'm probably only going to do 1,500 for this. Yeah, we're already past that.
Tahlequah traffic, Comanche 514 Delta Victor, clear runway 35 and leaving the area straight out to the north, Tahlequah.
He's going to eat us for lunch. The Comanche. He's essentially going to do just about, almost 3 times as fast as we are. So even if he flies at his lowest speed with all his flaps and his gear down, he's still going to be twice as fast as us. But that's all right. That's cool. Okay, so back down. We'll go ahead and just monitor. We've been monitoring Tulsa approach all night just to have some chatter in the background. You know what a sucker I am for radio chatter. But again, we're just talking. We're squawking and talking VFR tonight. 2280, 1200. I almost feel bad having a radio in this thing, but I guess it's kind of a necessary evil.
Negative contact at 2304.
That was pretty good. Every once in a while, a little Sprite Zero, man. It just hits the spot.
Approach Southwest 1285, we're good with 436
85, roger. Guy was 956, set to maintain 3,500.
American 2304, field site.
Okay.
2304, third visual approach, runway 36 right.
Visual 36 right, 2304.
That was 1285, maintain 1609.
Maintain 160, Southwest 1285.
That was 956.
Whoop, yep, whip, yep.
90 on the block, District 2 of Santa Clara and 15 miles.
Yeah, I just don't see anything else in between here and there besides Lake Yucca. I'll pop outside for a little bit of this here. How am I doing time-wise? Yeah, I think we're good.
1152, contact tower, 121.2.
21-2, double 1152.
South 1285, reduce the final approach speed, contact tower, 121.2.
First final approach, contact tower 121.2, Southwest 1280.
Got 956, fly heading 030, join final first course, third visual approach, runway 36 left.
You know, at the end of the day, I know Oklahoma has some bigger cities. You know, they've got Oklahoma City, obviously Tulsa, I think, are the two biggest cities, but there's Norman, there's Stillwater, there's, you know, where the university towns are. But ultimately, this is still a pretty rural state. I know my brother has lived here now for, oh gosh, 30 years. He's a transplant, obviously, but that's one of the things that he has really liked about the state is just the rural nature of it, and lots of back country. You know, it's a little different. It's not the mountains he's used to. Tim Dog, what's going on? But lots of places that you can get away. Lots of outdoor recreational activities. Lots of small town things. You know what I'm saying? And that's, I know, one of the things he's really enjoyed. Yes, it's 1,000,000 degrees in the summer. It is. But basically, he told me it's the opposite of Wyoming. He said there's 3 months out of the year that it's hard to live in each state. He said for Oklahoma, that's June, July, and August. He said in Wyoming, it's January, February, and March. And so I'm like, yeah, you got to suffer. You got to choose your hard, right? You want to battle the hot or the cold. The one thing they have that we don't, that I will not trade, is the tornadoes. That's a real thing down here. But ironically, where he lives, which is basically Oklahoma City, and he's lived in a number of different places, they have more snow days than we do in Wyoming. So you're going to Norman again in May? Nice. I've been to Norman once. It's a neat town.
That was 956. Contact power 121.2.
I like Oklahoma City though, and I like Tulsa as well. I've never been to Stillwater. I'd like to go there someday. But yeah, they do. They average more snow days every year in Oklahoma than we do in Wyoming.
727 clear direct.
I know that seems kind of crazy, but
American 727.
all right, back in. How far off are we here? Oh, not too bad. Oh, we're about where we need to be altitude wise too, aren't we? 3,500.
121.2. Thanks, Tracy Mike.
Yep. Oh, we did pretty good. You haven't been out of the state of Nebraska or of Northeast Ohio in 18 years. Well, we almost made it happen a couple of years back. You were on your way to come visit me, and then COVID happened.
173. Tulsa departure.
Well, I'm hoping one of these days, buddy, we'll be able to get together at a Flight Sim Expo or
727 contact Fort Worth Center on 135.17.
travel. You travel out this way sometime, and we can make it happen. I don't travel out of state that often either. I mean, if I didn't have family, if my kids and my grandkids didn't live out of Wyoming, like, I wouldn't have had much excuse to leave my county either. Good. I know it's fun. It is. It's fun. I'm not a world traveler. Very nice. I would love to go out and see visit Slant Alpha. That's a great part of the world. I haven't spent much time. I really want to. So I'm excited. I won't be down his area, but you know, up Providence, New York area, at least I get to get out to the East Coast a little bit. But I would love to just work my way up and down the coast there, you know, DC area, all the Revolutionary War and Civil War history, and it's just up and down that. I'd love to just work my way through the Carolinas, Maryland. I mean, I don't really like I don't really have that much of a desire to go to Florida, but you know, I don't know. There's just lots of places to see. Deck and a hot tub going within the quarter. Northwest Ornament. You're right. I got to get up there, man. I got to get up there. Take the highway up through British Columbia all the way up to Alaska. I'm going to be busy. I'm going to be very busy in my retired years. Oh, that's what Flight Sim is going to have to fund for me. It's not the latest PMDG update. It's going to be gas money. Will, how are you, man? Good to see you. How's the Duke treating you? Do you have a favorite variant yet?
3255, Sky 173. Thanks for the ATC.
It's my favorite aircraft right now in all of Flight Sim. It's surpassed the Thuranda Beaver as my favorite airplane.
For flight level, or I'm sorry, 10,000 for 1.5, 15,000 direct mate.
That is, what a great. I'm so happy you stopped in. First of all, it's good to see you, Will, but I haven't heard that welcome recording of my grandson in a long time. He was just a little bitty turd. And I tell you what, the junior flight engineer, she's about to the age where I can get her in the old. Hey, Kevin. All right, get her in the old Melvin Leroy recording studios here. And she has got a lot to say, let me tell you. So, if you aren't already annoyed and bored with my little kid recordings, I'm about to double down. And we got a third one in the bullpen warming up here. So, Kevin, how are you, man? I'm having a hard time getting to my emotes. I didn't even get a chance to say hey to Iowa Scotsman with his custom. There's Texas One Flyboy was here earlier today as well, hanging out. Who else did I miss? Rock Valkyrie was here as well. Is here flying with us. Downwind Sim. Nope, he's not been here yet. So I'm behind on my welcome emotes. There you go, Shusey. And who else? And oh, Steve PHL, what's up? 50 Biddy. Steve, I was thinking about you. What was I thinking about you? Oh, I was thinking about you today. Because I know you have an affinity for Wyoming trout streams as well. But yep, I got out and harassed the local trout population a little bit today. Home from the gym. Are you all ripped up now, Shusey? Did you get your swole going tonight? Yeah, I caught a few. I caught a pretty nice rainbow at the end. So had a great day. And yes, indeed, no tube liner for sure. Gosh, I don't really have a custom emote for Steve H.E. Dell. Okay, there you go. There's my next custom emote. Gonna be for you, Steve-O. Good to see you, man. Actually, I started out with some Panther Martins. I was trying to use some spring colors, and I wasn't getting much interest. A couple of followers when I made my sarcastic "thanks for the follow" quote there. That was about all I'd had in the first half hour. So then I changed over to a little Rapala minnow, a little brown trout floating minnow, and that's kind of when they started having some fun. So it was good. It was good. Like a muddler? Yeah, kinda. Hey, Stefan. Good Abend. Welcome, friends. Hello. Whoop. Yep, rup, blup, rup. So it's hey, Hans, moin. It's early moin for you. Holy cow, it's 2 in the morning. Great to see you, Stefan. Welcome in, Wash Rank and crew. Rock and Fly, hello. Hey, I see our first lake that we got to head over. That's cool. It's hard to navigate visually when you're chit-chatting so much. But nice to see you. Hey, Stefan, I was going to tell you, I don't know if you'd be proud of me or not, but you were talking about how you enjoyed seeing some of the things that I've been flying. And I saw the picture that I got to show you, Rock Valkyrie's picture. But I wanted to show you something that I think you can appreciate. And this is partially... you are the inspiration for this, but I'm now the proud owner of a slightly used Boeing F-14 Tomcat.
Maintain 5,000 Blue Street 5557.
So having a lot of fun. It is a steep learning curve. But man, am I enjoying it. It's the Heat Blur F-14, which is Here's the shot right augury. Slanty up there. Show it off. So yeah. So anyway, I'm not a DCS guy,
Like the VR Bravo into
but
Claremore.
no. It's just in Microsoft Flight Sim. So, but I've just it's a really long, boring story. But the part that's exciting is that I thought about you when I was researching, neat airplanes to fly, and as far as fighter jets go, the F-14's always been the one for me. You have that, yeah. So it's the India Fox Teco guys are the ones that helped out. It is. I need lots of help when it comes to navigating. I don't know my TACANs from my ADFs. I don't know any of that. So that's what I'm learning right now. I can get the plane in the air and more or less get it back on the ground in a halfway reusable order. I've even landed on a carrier, although I'm having a hard time finding carriers because I don't know how to navigate. So I may need to pick your brain. And the airplane itself, it comes with 4 static carriers. I think 4. And anyway, and I haven't been able to find any of them yet. So I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun with it though. And I'm gonna fly it in our Virtual USA Flying Club air show this year. So I'm excited. I don't know. I'm not sure the aerobatics that I'm going to be able to pull off because we've got a little bit of a ceiling as far as altitude. So I might just fly by really fast a couple times and call it good. But anyway, so has it yet to be rebuilt or scrapped using? Yeah, no, I did check on Carfax to make sure that no water damage or anything like that.
It's also approached Blue Street 5557 has the airport site.
But it goes fast, it goes high, it's fun to fly, it's really fun to hand fly, and it's got a little bit of a kind of like an automated flight engineer in the DC-6. It's got a backseat pilot that helps you with a lot of things, which is good. But I need to learn how to make that guy help me with my navigation. Excuse me. All right, well, I think this is Lake Yucca, so we found that. We just want to...
Call the VR DME Bravo, Claremore Airport, 84.
Yeah, I don't know what my call sign is. His call sign is... oh, shoot, what is it? Gemini or... No, not Gemini. It's... oh, shoot. What is he? Crap. He has a good call sign. When you go back to him, you pull up a menu that's called the Cougar menu. That's another assisted... What is his... Stefan, what's his name? When you click on the automated... the backseat driver in the F-14, what was his name? It should have been Goose. It really should have been. Oh, that's going to drive me crazy. Anyway, here's what we're looking for. While I think about that, let me show you what we got. So we just are passing here over Lake Yucca, and we're going to look for this next little arm, and that's going to... We're going to look for then this big peninsula here, and Grand Lake will be right there, hopefully fairly easy to find. All right, I've got to look that up. Gonna drive me nuts. I have watched Jester. His name's Jester. It's a great name, Jester. Eddie Orlando, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Nice to have you on board. You'll be in the front seat actually on this trip here. So yeah, it has. It does have, from what I understand, I haven't tried them yet, but it does have bombs you can drop and guns you can fire and smoke and things like that. Rock and Fly, thanks for the follow. Welcome. You love the J-3 Bushin's the best, Eddie. I agree. It's an awesome aircraft. And yeah, we're clipping along. We're doing about 64 here, so we've been joking all day long that if you're down there on the dirt road, you're probably making better time than we are in the air. But in a minute, the last leg, we're going to be, we'll have the wind at our back. We'll have that 3-knot tailwind, baby. And I might even close the door, which will give us an extra 2 knots. So you really want to tighten that seat belt. Yep, heading up to a little private strip here. Actually, no, this is Grand Lake Regional is where we're heading to. 3 Oscar Niner is the airport code. And then we do have one more leg. We're going to fly back to Sandridge Air Park, which is going to be right on the edge of the Tulsa Class Charlie. Okay, I got to stay on that 010 heading. So let's make sure we're turned that way a little bit. Yeah, how great would it be, Eddie, to be flying 1,500, 2,500 feet, door wide open, just breathing the air, seeing the sights, getting a little bit of oil splashed in your face. You know, every now and again you get a little wasp of oil on your goggles. Might as well. Oh, it was open already. Oh, is that open or closed? That's open. That's closed. Alright, we're open. Yeah. Got one arm. Oh, you don't have anything to rest your arm on over here, do you? You'd want to close that door up to have an arm rest. So this one you could rest your arm on. What's the temp here? Well, I don't know. I think it's pretty nice. Grand Lake Regional temperature it's showing 19 Celsius. So yeah, pretty nice day. All right. Thank you, Wash Rank, Stefan. Thank you. That I would love as much information as I can possibly get on that. I've been watching so many YouTube. You know, there's not a lot of tutorials on it, but I've been watching as many as I can come across. There's this guy named Jonathan Beckett who's done a nice series, but yeah, jacket weather for sure. All right, get back on course here. I think we need to. This is the arm we're trying to hit here, and then that looks Slant Alpha. That looks suspiciously airstrippy over there, doesn't it? Everything looks like an airstrip in the Piper Cub, though. Do we have anything? No, there's no airport over there. All right, I can't go exploring either, guys, because I'm getting a little low on fuel. So we're gonna get back on track. Oh, it's a short guitar song. Okay, that's even better. That's even better. Thank you. Thank you. You guys, by the way, if you don't already follow Wash Rank, go give him a like, give him a follow. He's got one of the coolest channel point rewards that I know. You can request a song, and he will either pause his sim or push autopilot, and he'll pull out the guitar and he'll play the song for you. It's really awesome. Slanty, much appreciated. You're always taking care of me, Robert. I appreciate that, man. So, yes indeed. But all in all, just another fantastic streamer. He's got the idea that Kevin actually had. Them's my shoes. Where you do multiple kind of journeys, and so he'll fly a larger plane from place to place, and then he'll get in a smaller plane and fly around. Then he'll get on the ground and he'll He'll do some buggy, his juice goose stuff. Then he will sometimes do like a little bit of Indy racing. But that was the idea that we're going to copy here, that Kevin presented us a while back. We're not going to do it nearly as well as Stefan does, but it's going to be fun. You've got this plane, right, Osrank? Okay, so there's our peninsula, guys. That's what we're aiming for. And CTAF at Grand Lake. 22.7. There's a guy that owns a yellow cub here in town, and he flies almost every day. He doesn't go far. A lot of times he's just doing patterns. But I don't know how I know this, but I know every time he flies by, he's got a smile on his face. I mean, don't you see this guy right in here? He's got to be smiling, right? How could you not be? I do. Yeah, well, Eddie, hey, man, I spared no expense. This is, my niece lives up here, so I got to be fancy. But yeah, I got busted the wheel pants on. Of course, the 2-knot gain has been wasted by the open doors and windows, so. But yeah, man, I love me some wheel pantalones. That's right. Muy bien. Okay, so let's do this. We're gonna go down here. We're not gonna monitor anymore. We're gonna go 22.7. We're gonna start talking to the good folks at Grand Lake Regional. Oops, and then I just closed my Sky Vector tab. Yeah, 22.7. I'm going to guesstimate we're 10 miles away. Probably close enough to make a first call. Grand Lake Regional traffic, Yellow Cub 11816, 10 miles to the south at 2,500 inbound Grand Lake Regional. Almost think I see some blinky blinkies over here, so that's nice. But yeah, you guys, you will enjoy Stefan's content. He is primarily German in his streams, but is very fluent in English and sarcasm. So it speaks, really, I'm impressed with how well you speak sarcasm. But Sheepdog, where's Sheepdog? What am I missing here? I miss what, who, what? Oh, man. Oh, wrong stream? Okay. Kevin, you had me going. I just was talking about you, by the way. Washrank is the guy that does the idea you had for me extremely well, but even as such, I'm going to copy it just because it's a great idea. And we need a new series. So we finished the Bravo tour. So all right, we've got 1.7 and 3.5, and it is a left-hand pattern to both. I'm gonna go full stop, and it looks like the two weather stations in the area are just showing pretty light winds. So I think what we'll do, maybe jump in a left-hand pattern and land on 1.7. That'll give us a nice view of the resort. and find a place to park, get some fuel. As you can see, the old dipstick is getting a little bit low in the late afternoon sun here. I think we're going to be just about right. Of course, the one thing I didn't consider in my time of day planning is that we're going to be flying right into the big sun. But you know what? That's all right. We'll be all right. This last one could be another fairly challenging navigation here. It's the longest leg. It's 47 miles, and it's kind of like there's lots of stuff that cross our path, but there's nothing really. We might aim for another lake. Might be our best bet. Slatty, thanks for flying along, man. Hope everything is well. I know you've been a little under the weather as well. What runway am I going? Let's see. I only saw one. Is there more than one? 17 is what I'm going to do. Left-hand pattern or 17. Maybe that's what you were asking. Yeah. Again, it's concrete, not turf, so we're scuffing up our tires a little bit more, but yeah, I think so. That way we can actually get into an actual pattern here. Let's see, 792, so I need to get down to 1800 so I can actually enter the pattern like I'm supposed to. I still don't really see the airport. The resort is out here. The airport should be just pretty much right where we're pointing there. Got a chance to fly because wife is packing for a weekend away with the girls. Ah, most excellent. Well, there you go. I'm glad I was able to give you an option tonight. Sorry I didn't make it into your airspace yesterday. I was pretty wiped out. It was about a 5.5 hour flight from Salt Lake, or about a 5 hour flight, Salt Lake to Boston. So I was pretty tired at the end of the day. All I did was mess around in the Tomcat. All right, where are you? Oh, I think I see you. Okay, there we go. Okay, Grand Lake Regional traffic. Yellow Cub is about 2 miles south of the field. We're going to overfly at 1,800 and then enter a left-hand downwind runway 17. We're going to overfly west to east. All right, this is not the safe way to do this, is this? Because left-hand pattern, I'm going to be going directly into so overfly altitude 18 plus 5 is 2,300. I don't hear anybody. I should just enter a left-hand. You know what? I'm just going to enter a left-hand downwind to land north. And Grand Lake Regional traffic, Yellow Cubs, change of plans here. We're going to enter a left-hand downwind, or sorry, a left-hand base landing 3-5, Grand Lake Regional. Yeah, let's not mess around. Let's just get into it here.
Grand Lake traffic, 38 Romeo, we're looking for traffic. Be number 2, straight in, 35, full stop, Grand Lake.
He's going straight in, baby. I like it. I like it. All right. And Grand Lake Yellow Cub is entering extended left base, runway 35. Just crossing over the lake right now, Grand Lake. This is kind of a cool approach, I think. That's partly why I picked this one. This was a little far, a little kind of out of the way, but I thought it being up here by the lakes was a kind of a neat option. Now I could be, I'm thinking that's it. Maybe that's not it. Downwind sim binoculars. No, that's it. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, Grand Lake traffic, 3 Romeo, we have the airport in sight, like 2.5 miles, looking for the traffic.
Yep, we're looking for you also there, White Cub. We're just turning final, about a 1 mile final for Grand Lake. So all the way down to the end, and looks like I got to hang a right. I might land a little long here just to help the taxi out. We're a little high anyway, so that way you guys maybe think I tried to be this high on purpose. What do we got here? Some boat docks? What is this business off our right? Oh, the little covers for the boats. Nice, very nice. A little bit of a crosswind coming off our right hand side, it looks like. Yeah, let's take it down a little ways here, and oh, there's a. If I'd have landed where I was supposed to, I could have hit that taxiway. Oh well. We're down. Oh.
Grand Lake traffic. We're 3 Romeo. We're over the lake, over the river, at a 1 mile final. Runway 35.
I'm not going to get that one. Darn it. Yeah. Wow. That's windy here, apparently. Oh, no. Did I break it? Ooh, jeez. That was bad. Wow, that was really bad, you guys. Grand Lake traffic. Yellow Cub's clear of 35. That's one way to do it. What the heck happened? I just kept getting... I think I was overcorrecting. I don't know what was going on there. That was not... I was not... Well, you know what? I think I tried to brake a little bit to catch that taxiway, and then that's when I started getting all kinds of sideways. So, have I seen your multi-game platform switch on Sunday? No, I don't know. You managed to switch... All right, let me get parked here. I don't want to ground loop again. 1 ground loop per stream is my limit. Sorry, Shusey. Their mistakes were made. There's the fuel pump. I don't want to get too close because, well, actually, maybe I do. Sometimes if you get right up to this, it'll refill for you. Let's see what happens. Then I'm going to finish reading Stefan's post there. This would definitely be where we're going. We're doing this IRL. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. So we're going to fill it up, muchacho. Beautiful. And, all right, I'm going to keep it running here. And you landed at Nashville a $1.59. Holy cow. That's a really good landing. Shoot. Trying to find you, Rob. Ah, are you already down? Dang it. Sorry, man. All right, so anyway, you managed to switch with automated rocket start from Suk Kuro out of the atmosphere to Elite Dangerous. Had parked a spaceship in orbit close to the Earth and started again small journeys into space and met Hans and others. I did not see that, man. I'm gonna have to go check it out. Is it saved? Do you have a VOD saved of that? I'd love to check that out. That sounds awesome. Nice landing there, Rock Valkyrie, and especially impressive because you have your floats on there as well. There it is. Ah, very nice. Thank you. I'm going to open that link and save that tab. And so, yeah, guys, that's awesome. So, yet another... Rob just about drug his wing. Yet another thing that he does very well. All right. I need to take just a short restroom break, you guys. So let me do this. I think I can put the chocks on here. I should just turn things off. Yeah, we'll just leave it running. All right, all good Cub pilots just leave their plane running while they go to the bathroom, don't they? But let me, if you don't mind, give me just like 2 minutes out off the flight deck, and we'll be back. We will make our last leg, and yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'll be right back. Slanty, thanks, man. Totally understand. Appreciate you being along for that leg. That's way cool. All right, so we have one more leg here. And yeah, if you want a place to fly, I think the Tulsa event goes for a little bit yet. So we're going to go. This is our last leg. Grand Lake. We're going to head down here to Sandridge Air Park. And so kind of a 253 heading, but here's what we're looking for. Like I'm going to try to fly right over the top of Ketchum. So I'm going to do a little bit of multi-planning here.
Comanche 514 Delta Victor taxiing out to runway 35 for a VFR westbound departure.
Sorry, South Grand Lake. And then I'm going to aim for the Oluga Dam, which I don't think has a waypoint. So there's a 33-mile stretch here, but we should be able to pick up Oluga Lake. That shouldn't be a problem. And then we're there, dudes. In the book, there goes Slanty. He's out of here. And I think I might save... Did I damage anything, I wonder? Ooh, I'm about to damage my wing. Ugh. Oh, man. Yeah, that's not good. That can't be good.
Grand Lake traffic, 3 Romeo. We're going to taxi following the traffic.
All right. We'll be number 3. Grand Lake Yellow Cub will be number 3 in line on the taxi. Grand Lake. It'll buff out. This is true. You guys, thank you for an awesome Tuesday. This might be my last stream of the week, by the way. I don't know what tomorrow looks like.
Traffic, Comanche 514 Delta Victor departing, runway 35, intersection Alpha. westbound, a left crosswind turnout, Grand Lake.
But Thursday, I'm heading out of town. Going to go see the little guys. Going to see the kids. Going to see my son and his wife. Hope I'm not catching up on too much on rock valkyrie here. I think you'd literally be hanging your head out the window on a deal like this, wouldn't you? Actually, no, you'd be taxiing this way, right? You're doing the old serpentine taxi. There goes the Comanche. Yeah, we're good. All right, 2:25 in the morning. Stefan, get to bed, dude. Cleared.
Left turnout for,
Direct Bravo Echo Delta.
We'll see you later. Comanche
Take
5,
care, brother.
Grand Lake traffic. Number 3 Romeo departing runway 35 Alpha intersection. Left cross with departure out to the west. Grand Lake.
All right, coming up. Alpha, Alpha, Alpha. And we'll be ready to go. Did my music start again? By the way? Nope. Okay, cool. Alright. Grand Lake Regional Traffic Yellow Cub is departing 35 at Alpha. Will also be a left-hand turnout westbound Grand Lake. Alright, everybody.
Alright, Grand Lake Regional Traffic, 3 Romeo is clear, 35 left cross with departure.
Here we go.
Grand Lakes.
Tails flying. No reason for it to be as squirrely as it is because there's no wind. I just am bad. Like I always say. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I'm really, really bad at flight sim. Bravo Echo Delta. Stefan, I read you loud and clear, brother. Take care, dude. Alright, here we go. Grand Island traffic. Yellow Cub 816 is making left. Crosswind departure westbound. Last call. Grand Island. That was a cool spot. Who knew? Okay, so we're looking for initially 254 heading. Pull back on the RPMs a bit. Oh, we're about right on it. Okay, and then we're looking for the, it's South Grand Lake. I think I called it Grand Island. Grand Lake. Grand Island's Nebraska. But we're looking for South Grand Lake Regional. Right on the other side of the Grand Lake here. And then from there we'll pretty much keep going straight ahead, looking for the big reservoir. So, so I do want to put a little plug in, and I am not sponsored at all by these guys. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to preface that. So, but Tulsa has a payware scenery option, and it's from the guys that I was talking about, or the guy. I don't know if he's more than one guy. And they used to go by they used to call themselves FSX Scenery. And anyway, I was very impressed with his response to me, and like he's kind of like Vertical Sim to me in a way. And he does these smaller regional, and Tulsa I know is an international airport, but it's a Class Charlie. It's a smaller airport, but he gives you these places to fly in the sim that for people that kind of live in the more rural areas, which it's really cool. It's cool to have a Pierre South Dakota regional airport, or a Billings, Montana, or a Tulsa, Oklahoma. So I don't know if you ever have considered flying down here, but this is it's currently on sale, by the way, for like €8, which I think is like 12 or 13 bucks US. They're never very expensive to begin with, but anyway, I just feel like he's a developer to get behind, because he has a ton. I mean a ton. If you go check his stuff out on Sim Market, he has made a lot of sceneries both inside the US and outside the US. And he's like just getting better and better and better. So he digs into the maps to try to accurately recreate, the sceneries like you hope everybody does, but not everybody does. I'm getting off track here. Anyway, a good dude, and I have some of his sceneries, and you'll enjoy it. So there. This is not a paid advertisement. Well, I probably have screwed up finding South Grand Lake Regional, but I think it's a little bit more over there. But again, I think we're generally speaking about 256-ish. So right about there is what I'm just going to try to hold, and maybe take advantage of a little tiny bit of tailwind. Yeah, 3-knot tailwind. Ooh, it's kind of smoggy in here, foggy. Tell you what, we'll even it's getting a little later in the day. Let's see if we can get this. Whoops. Get this closed. We'll really make some time now, boys. Oops. If I can hold the course. Of course. I don't even have a mountain to point my nose at. That's kind of what I do in when we're flying in Idaho. Toby. Hello. Welcome. Yes, we're at Grand Lake, Oklahoma, heading back towards Tulsa. Just kind of wrapping the night up, one last 45-mile leg. And yeah, should only take about 2 hours in the Piper Cub, but no, it's been nice. We've had a good day today. We did ground loop at Grand Lake, but no harm, no foul. We didn't break anything, so we're just gonna hope that people weren't here to see that. I don't know what happened. Well, I do. I in hindsight, I think what happened was I was trying to brake to get the taxiway, and I shouldn't have. You're basically in a tail dragger. It's supposed to just not use brakes, not till the very, very end, and certainly not to make a taxiway. So, thanks for coming in. First time chatter, Toby. XO to be maybe is how you say that. I might have messed that up, but it's good to have you on board. And welcome. The hazy skies of northeastern Oklahoma right now. Yeah, I wonder what's going on. Oh, there's maybe. No, that's not it. Thought that might be Grand Lake Regional South. All right, I'm going to go back down, and we're going to monitor that tower, or sorry, the approach. I've been enjoying that.
Visual 36 left, 35 on the go.
And I'm going to do this. The Piper Cub was just made for these kind of rural areas, right? Barnstorming days. Oh, that's gorgeous. Do I need another thumbnail? I think I might. I like this one better than the other one I made. Boom. It's got the so lens flary. I know it's been done to death, but what the heck. Grand Lake High School, probably. Football and baseball, man, they love their football and baseball. Softball here as well. Good basketball country too.
Tower 2127.
Hope you guys have had a good Tuesday. Again, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Brant. Welcome to the Melvin Leroy channel. Thank you for tuning in. We do this kind of stuff Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, although my schedule this week has been a little funky. I'm on spring break, so I did a Monday stream just yesterday, a little earlier in the day. It is Tornado Alley, Chris. 100%, man. They get them. They really get them. There's our other lake we're aiming for. That's cool. But yeah, normally Tuesday, Thursday, midnight Zulu. We fly a variety of aircraft. And then Saturdays, go a little bit earlier in the day usually. Try to pick up some events that are outside of the U.S. Love flying in Europe, South America, Australia. I love flying all over the world, honestly. It's a big world. I really enjoy flying all over. My favorite aircraft is the next one I'm about to fly. But I do like this Cub. It's a blast. That may not be my next lake, actually. It looks more riverish, doesn't it? What do I have here? Might just be the end of my current lake. This Grand Lake, it really is. It goes a long way. That might just be still part of the Grand Lake. Because yeah, we still have 40 some miles to go. So yeah, we got a while yet. Oh, yep. But if that's the lake, that means we've turned too far to the south. So I'm going to start correcting myself here. And let's head a little bit more westbound. We'll just follow these roads westbound. Kind of correct ourselves here just a bit. Alright, back in we go. I was hoping for about a 250, what did I say, 255-ish heading. How close am I? I'm back on it now. I'll go about 250 just to correct a little bit for my south of track there for a while. 2,500 is kind of what I'm shooting for now that we're westbound. When you follow the road, you come to a highway. But yeah, anyway, stream schedule wise, guys, I am traveling Thursday, Friday, Saturday be out of town. So no stream on Thursday, no stream on Saturday. So there's a possibility I might have some time to stream tomorrow, but I also might be, it's spring break and things happen, like barbecues, they spring up, and you never know what might be going on Wednesday night.
10 degrees right, and we have the field.
So 10-15 present heading, or rather on that new heading there, 10 right, intercept the final approach course, divisional approach, runway training 3.
I see this little reflection out here. That almost makes me feel like it could potentially be the other lake. It's another pretty good sized lake. And we're looking for the dam kind of on the south side, the southwestern side of it. That'll take us, that gets us about 7 miles away. Now we'll just point the nose towards Sandridge Air Park. Just about dead. That's got to be the lake, guys. So I tell you what, that might be the Tulsa airport lights too. Here's what I'm going to do. This is my favorite thing to do, and sometimes people think it's really boring. But I'm going to hop outside. We're going to listen to ATC. We're going to look at the sights, and I'm just going to be quiet for a while. So enjoy about 20 minutes of pure relaxation.
So the 10-15 connect up to tower 121.2.
First tower 121.2, 710.
Totally agree, Toby. XO to B, sorry.
Approach Challenger 781 Mike 6 for 5 heading 070.
Tower 781 Mike Tulsa approach, center maintain 3000.
Down at 31 Mike.
Mike, turn left heading 030 and report the field inside. It'll be about 11 and 12 o'clock, 13 miles.
030, and we'll let you know. Mike.
Number 4 out of vector, turn right heading 270, maintain at or above 1,500.
270 at or above 15, 514 Delta Victor.
1 Mike field in sight.
Over 1 Mike Mike, good visual approach, runway 36 left.
Clear visual 36 left, 1 Mike Mike.
The Fort of the Victor actually changed the plans here. I might put you on the right side, stand by your coordinate with the tower.
Let me know, whatever you need.
Approach, good evening, Skywest 375, descending on 67 for 4.
Skywest 375, Tulsa approach, set to maintain 4,000.
Set to maintain 4,000, Skywest 375.
Fort of the Victor to the right base, runway 36 right.
Right base 36 right, 5 and 4 Delta Victor.
Fort of the Victor, contact Tulsa Tower 121.2.
21-2, 514 Delta Victor.
1 Mike Mike, traffic 11 o'clock and, 1 to 2 o'clock, 11 miles westbound. VFR Comanche is going to be on the right base, runway 36 right, VFR.
Inside 1 Mike Mike.
1 Mike Mike, contact Tulsa Tower 121.2.
Over to tower, have a good one, 1 Mike Mike.
Tulsa approach, American 1178, level 8000.
American 1178, Tulsa approach, set to maintain 4,000.
Down to 4, American 1178.
Just Street 75, set to maintain 3,000.
3,000, Skywest 375.
Just Street 75, Tulsa, 12 o'clock, 15 miles, confirm we have it in sight.
We've got in sight, Skywest 375.
Just Street 75, division of the approach, runway 36 right, you'll be number 2, Comanche on the 5-mile base.
Okay, we're going to be number 2 behind a Comanche, Skywest 375.
If you can pull that speed back, please, Just Street 75, that'd be helpful.
Roger that, we'll try. We're a little hazy, but we'll try.
That is strange, Chris. I wonder if there's a little bit of a delay or something. But now I would say we're within about 10 miles, maybe a little more. That's definitely Tulsa. And our airfield's going to be more up here, kind of north of it. Sandridge Park, it is 17 and 3.5. There is no CTAF, so that means we're 22.9er. Looks like they're landing everybody north at Tulsa. Or sounds like they are.
Got 375 cancel approach clearance. Sliding tree 60 to come and maintain 3000. Expect vector 3 sequencing.
Okay, roger. 375 going around.
Now, I have to hold the speed banker to 200 knots across the ground until about a minute ago.
I mean, it's an Emperor 190. I could probably bring it back to 120 if that works for you.
Well, I needed it when I asked to pull back to the final like 5 minutes ago.
I mean, I can't do that in the 190 until I activate the approach, which I couldn't do until I'm on the ILS.
I mean, you can surely intervene.
Hey, Slolly, what's up?
1170 fighting 360 and field assault will be 12 o'clock in 15 miles.
360, got the field inside American 1178.
American 1170, clear visual approach runway 36 right.
Clear visual 36 right, American 1178.
Can I get that heading and altitude again, please? Skyline 375.
Got 375.
I guess I was wondering if maybe the VAT radar had a delay.
3000,
Chris is my main, but I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. We're probably more about 15 miles away, I guess, now to think of it, because the airport's 7 miles from the dam, which is at the south part of this lake here, so yeah. But looking at it, let's see. Do I see myself? No, it looks like I'm plugging away. So, yeah, I don't know. Slolly, first of all, welcome. Thanks for the first time chat. Hold on, let me do this properly. Good, nice to meet you. I don't know. I don't have any way to compare it to real life because I'm not a real life pilot, but I can say that it has very unique characteristics that, from what I have researched and learned from pilots that actually do fly planes like this, it's a very realistic simulation of it. So I love the things I love about it are how nice it is to hand fly, how responsive it is, how smooth it is. How I love the sounds. Yeah, I love that it flies to the numbers as far as performance goes, things like that. At the end of the day, a very, very quality aircraft add-on for a Microsoft Flight Sim. And if you're a Cub person, then it's a must-have. I'm not sure of your aviation background, but I've yet to find any real-life pilot that has had much negative things to say about how this plane flies in comparison to the real counterpart. But that said, right, it's still a sim, right? And it's there's nothing that compares, I'm sure, to being in a real airplane. You know, feeling because you don't feel the plane, right? In a sim, you see what's happening, but it's a whole other visceral thing when you're actually sitting in the airplane.
1178, you want me on tower?
You know, you'd be a little chilly right now. You'd be feeling the bounce back and forth, things like that. But Beethoven, I'll allow it. Yep, you feel it. That's exactly right. You feel it in your ass. And in some ways, I know our friend Michael, November 8033 Foxtrot, talked about this last night. He said, in some ways, it's easier to fly a real plane because of that. Because you can feel the wind hitting you, and you automatically have you have this muscle memory that can correct and help fly straight level. So obviously the sim has its advantages as well. But so anyway, to make a long story short, I love this plane. I think it's a great add-on. Your background is as a passenger. Past military fixed wing and rotary wing passenger. Nice. Nice. Okay, very nice. I love it. Yeah.
Okay, present heading, and we got that traffic.
Do you do a little flight simulation as well?
about 5
or
miles.
is it something that you just have an interest in aviation, or what brings you to the channel? Always curious. How did you find us?
Okay, follow the Delta Airbus, cleared visual, 36 right, Scout 375.
Yeah, I think that's going to be Tulsa. So when we get to the dam here, when we get to the edge, we're going to be turning left about at 2:33, heading for 7 miles. We'll make a little call to Sandridge Air Park, and we will plan left-hand pattern runway. Whoops, 17. Yeah, it's. I tell you what. If you have any interest in aviation, right now is, I mean, there's never been a better time to be a flight simmer. We've got 2 very, very excellent high-level sim platforms, with a third kind of getting ready to replace, like, the one I'm flying on right now is Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, and there's a new update, Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, that will pretty soon, it's not quite there yet, but pretty soon it's going to be the one that replaces this. But anyway, fantastic airplanes, as you can see, real world programmetry, so what you see is what you get. This is Bing imagery, so this is really what Oklahoma looks like. And the other sim platform is X-Plane, which is also very, very good. It's a little different beast, but another sim I like quite a bit.
But I have a supervisor trying to talk to me, and he wants me to respond, and I'm trying to also do the approach.
Dude, this is Mr. Excuse here. This is interesting to listen to. But, so anyway, if you really feel it's easier to fly, then yeah, not. So Chris, don't you think the next iteration of Flight Sim is going to be like a more affordable, like feedback? Like, I know force feedback yokes and things, like they've been around for a while, but they're pretty expensive. But like pretty soon you're going to have those seats that move. You're going to have the yokes that move, the rudder pedals, like, that give you some feedback. I'm excited about that. Like that's the sim that my grandson will be in.
And I jump at 2145 Tulsa. Also have you radar contact about 30 East Tulsa. Expect visual 36 right.
Visual 36 right. Jump visual 45.
Do they have simulations for criminal activities such as drug smuggling from Colombia? Well, that sounds like Grand Theft Auto, right? I don't know about that. That would be fun. Okay. I think you're talking about GTA, maybe, which is less of a sim and more of a game. But no, that's not what this sim is about. What Microsoft Flight Sim and X-Plane is about trying to recreate an actual flight done as realistically as possible. Flying from point A, people ask me all the time, point A to point B. Okay, so Slally, I'm going to have to ask you to kind of stop there. We're a family-friendly channel, and we don't want to promote any of that kind of stuff, okay? So hang out, be with us if you want, but yeah, I don't, like, that's not what we're about. And so yeah, just, I guess, kind of think about your post before you put stuff out like that. But anyway, I digress. So we're looking for the dam here. Captain Crash. I don't know why you got modded there. Sorry about that. Welcome in, Captain Crash. Blackhawk coming up on your right. Okay, I'll keep my eyes out.
3000 Delta 1971.
I gotta find this dam here. That's my main area of focus right now. Should be right kind of on the far end right there. So, and then I think we can follow, I'm hoping anyway, there's a little bit of a road. Well, more than a little bit of a road. Again, a pretty nice divided highway that runs on the far side of the lake here that will take us down to the air park.
American 213, turn left heading up 165.
Left turn 165, American 213.
The Airbus side stick has no force feedback and very complicated mechanics. Yeah, it is. It's, and I understand why they're so expensive, just because of that, right? What I do like about the Airbus stuff is it has the detents, so you can you know, you can really feel like when you get into you know, toga power and things like that. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, right? As technology improves, things get cheaper, and like I say, it may not ever be something I can enjoy, but maybe something my grandkids can enjoy or something like that. The G4 and the CRJ don't have any feedback except for centering springs. Okay, I see. More hardware is coming out with force feedback, but yeah, pretty expensive. Yeah. It's and there's like, it's getting there, right? Like, it's, those things used to be $2,000 a piece, and now they're like, you know, they're like $1,200. So they're still expensive, but like the prices are coming down.
American 213, fighting 180.
Heading 180, American 213.
Just 2145, speed 200 or less.
We'll make our first call here. We'll probably turn off our approach controller here so we don't confuse comms.
Field in sight, Delta 1971.
Delta 1971, clear visual approach on your tree 6 right, contact tower 121.2.
But of course the demands, I'm sure, with force feedback hardware, it's going to mean you're going to need a more powerful PC to run it, and it's, so like you may find an affordable yoke, but it might cause you to have to you know, increase your you know, your CPU or something. I don't know how all that works, but I know there's a ripple effect.
1 o'clock, 5 miles, Delta Airbus, turning final of the runway, tree 6 right, reports traffic.
Roger, we don't got anyone now, but we'll report them in place.
Alright, guys. That, maybe that is not.
Tower frequency for Delta 1971.
That might not be Tulsa. Tulsa is up a little further off of there. So, anyway.
Clear to land 36 right, Delta 1971.
I'm guessing the dam is somewhere near this power plant, isn't it? Yep, I see the stacks on the sectional. So that's where we're aiming. Then we just turn a little bit to the southwest and we're there. Very nice, very nice. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and make my first radio call here. And I'm going to turn off tower. Thanks for the entertainment there, tower. Sandridge Air Park traffic, yellow Cub, November 11816 is over Ogallala Lake, and we're going to maneuver inbound for a north approach into Sandridge. With limited range, Airbus stick can be moved very easily. However, if you make stronger movements, there's more resistance in the real plane. Really? I didn't know that. Huh. Interesting. We're gonna join the left hand. I really made too big of a call there. I should have just said inbound. But Rob, we're on 22.9er, is that right? That's what an Airbus pilot told you? That's interesting. That's cool. Love learning little things like that. And Sandridge is 800 and no, 1340. Is that the elevation of Sandridge? Really? No, 690. I'm looking at the, yeah, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Oopsie, oopsie. So we'll come in about 1700. We're at 21 right now. We're doing good. I do probably here in the next. We're about 10 miles out, Chris. 10 miles. Sandwich Park traffic, Yellow Cub, 10 miles to the northeast at 2000. We're going to enter left-hand downwind runway 35. Sandwich Park traffic, airport traffic. All right. If you feel like waiting up, I won't kick you out. It should be pretty good. I ground looped on the last one. I haven't done that in a long time, but I didn't break anything. This thing, if you do a prop strike, it'll shatter the wooden prop. It's kind of cool in a sad way, but okay, let's not get too low too fast here. Yep, overall the plane has performed very, very well. Yeah, the pilot, you know, that's debatable, but we're gonna fly past this tower. We're going to pick up the highway on the other side of the lake here. We're going to follow that down. As when we get to the stacks, we got 7 miles, and this could be kind of a tricky airfield to find. It's a grass strip, and yeah, it's kind of like just in like a little bit of a neighborhood here. So you got your knowledge from a former 320 pilot who's now a 350 senior first officer. Wow, doggone it. And he's a German flight sim streamer. Nice. I think this is the guy that you told me about last time. I don't think we have any lighting at all in this plane, do we? No, we don't. We got to get down on the ground before it gets too dark. I forget his name. Oh, there's our road. Okay, we're gonna follow the road. And that'll basically take us right where we want to be, because it takes us on the other side. Takes us on the left-hand downwind side for 3-5. Yeah, there we go. Riva with 3 eyes. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Man, I love those guys that are real-world pilots that also put on that good content. Okay, I bet that's Tulsa there. I bet that's Tulsa. So what were we looking at back here? Claremore Regional, I think, is maybe what we were looking at again. Yeah, that's right. We saw that from a long ways off. Okay, cool. Didn't stream last month. Many rotations and family things. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Okay, so this is going to sweep out the direction we're going, and then as soon as it turns back to the south, we need to start getting real serious about our approach. This is a I don't think this has, oh, it does have a lighted wind indicator, but yeah, it has low intensity edge lighting even for a grass strip. That's cool. So that'll help us a little bit, because those lights might be on, and that might be helpful. Matt, what's going on? Good to see you, Matty Air. Happy Tuesday, man. Tulsa Tuesday. We're just about wrapping it up. We're on our last 5 miles into Sandridge Air Park. How are you, sir? Got to listen to quite the humorous exchange between a pilot and the approach controller. Just a couple minutes ago, and again, I try to give this advice. I'm not a pilot, but I've been on VATSIM for a long time, and the worst thing you can do is get argumentative with your controller. You can sort it out later if you have to, but don't argue on frequency. You just kind of have to be a soldier, right? Yes sir, no sir. Just do what you're asked to do. Obviously, if it's something egregious, then whatever. But like, you know, it doesn't do anybody any good to argue on frequency. Yeah, I'm doing great, man. Had a great day, finishing things out the right way here with a beautiful Piper Cub stream, and yeah, looking forward to a nice landing. And I'm on spring break, so life is good, brother. Life is really good. Getting ready here in a couple days to go see my grandkids. Make a little trip out of town, you know, a little road trip with my wife. I've got 22.9er because it's nothing's listed there, so I've been calling on 22.9, Rob. Jeffrey B is back. Got a few episodes of Alkalite over the course of the past few hours.
Sand Ridge Air Park, November 3 Romeo, overflying
and
left downwind for runway 35.
About 120 miles. Yeah, not too far off the whole route. The entire route today is 133.9 miles, so we're down to the last 5 miles. So you timed it well. Ugh. I'm starting to feel it in my booty butt a little bit here. 3 hours of Piper Cubbing, man. It gets to you. It gets you right in the bones, man. Right in the old man bones. Alright, so again, once this thing turns south, which is kind of what it's doing,
Sand Ridge Air Park,
we'll be in here.
Downwind for runway 35.
Alright, so he's out in front of us. Again, the Piper Cub has really no external lights to speak of, no internal lights to speak of. And, yeah. I am too, man. I was bummed that it wasn't. I was looking forward to it. I even stayed up. I'm gonna sound like a total fanboy, but I even stayed up past midnight last night, hoping to see if I could catch the release. But I understand they're wanting to do it right, and the reviews so far are kind of pointing out a few things that still need to be fixed. So I'm willing to wait an extra week, you know, and I might even wait a little longer than that. I might wait for version 2.1 to come out, if you know what I mean. But I'm excited. I like that old plane. And a free update, man. You can't beat free 99. So what the hey? I'm gonna guess we're about 3 miles north. Sandwich Park traffic, Yellow Cub is about 3 miles north of the field, and we're going to enter a left-hand downwind runway 35, Sandwich Park Air Park. So if I stay over the road, I should be right in a perfect spot for the left-hand downwind. But I tell you what, with this sun and the glare...
Ridge Air Park, Romeo, we're clear.
But it's one of these deals. Like, it's a community. It's an air park, so it's just a runway within a community here, and yeah, it's north-south, which is the same as all the flipped roads. I do see this tower on the section. If we get to the tower, we've gone too far. So we are technically on this road. We're on the left-hand downwind. I just got to find it. It's got to just be right in here somewhere. Looking. It doesn't really have a whole lot of buildings. It just has like houses and hangars and that kind of stuff. Luckily, we've got the low and slow mobile here, so we can, yeah. Sandridge Air Park traffic. Yellow Cub 816 is on left downwind 35. Sandridge Air Park traffic. Thinking that might be it right there. Which one do you have, Matt? Do you have the old 200, the J. Rollins, or do you have the newer ones there that they put out? I don't have any of them. I think Rob Balkery, though, has the CRJs, and he says they're all right for X-Plane. Yeah, I think that. Oh, this is a road. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to talk so close in the mic. Where am I? Is that it? Oh man, this is going to be hard to find. It does have edge lighting, so maybe they've turned the edge lighting on. Sorry, I'm leaning forward like it helps. This is a big open area, so this would be a good spot to land, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Gosh, it's got to be out there. Oh, wait, is that it right there? Oh, man, my window's so dirty. Okay, this is it right here. Yep, right here, right along the lake. All right, cool. Okay. Sounds good. Oh yeah, because you have to avoid these power lines. Yeah, there's the little balls out there. Okay, cool. That's part of the scenery. That'd be some balls that we have to go over the top of. Added, maybe we should have planned on landing south. Alright, we're gonna do it. Sandridge Air Park traffic. Cub 816 is turning left base to final. Runway 35, Sandridge Air Park. Alright, we're just going to spin around. See if we can find it. We're going to keep our altitude here so we don't... If we see the red balls, we know we've done it right. Maybe not. Oh gosh, our reflections are horrible. Horrible. Where? I don't see this place. I think I'm maybe supposed to be over there. No, we're okay. Alright, where am I? That's, yep, I'm off a little bit. Wow, the reflections were terrible. We could slip it on in here, though. Slippy, slippy. And I hope I get stopped here. Oh, and a bounce. That's never good. I got the road. I got the road. I got a road. I got trees. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. Mayday. Mayday. Brace. Brace. I'm not at the airport. I'm just tearing up somebody's grass. All right. Well, hold on then. Maybe we'll get out of here before somebody calls the cops. We got to keep going this way a little bit, don't we? All right, let's do it. Chris, take care, buddy. We're gonna see if we can get out of here and fly this thing. Let's stay out of the pond. Yeah, I agree, Rob. It was a nice open field to land in, but it was not the right spot. 2 barrels of rock salt later. Okay, crap. I'm struggling with the reflections here. That's a real challenge. All right. We got to find this darn airfield here. Where the heck is it? Ugh. Ugh, I say. Ugh. Rob, get a signal fire going or something for me, brother. Alright. Note to self. Wash the windows. Oh, wait a minute. What do we got here? Anything? There it is. There it is. Alright, there it is. Sandridge Air Park traffic. Piper Cub 816 is just south of the field. We're going to maneuver a little 180 for a landing on 35 Sandridge. Alright, well, that not my finest hour there, guys, but you know what? You love me anyway. You love me for my faults. Let's see if we can get her turned around. There it is. There it is. It was the power lines that threw me, you guys. I don't see the power lines on this end, so this is the right way to approach. Yeah, that's what a great little airport, though, huh? I may need 2 skulls of rum after this performance here, Jeffrey B. I've all but given up drinking, but I might have to start again tonight after that performance. Alright, here we go. Toby, you know, if that's at least what happens... Oh, wait a second. I do have power lines here. Yep, power lines. Power lines. Whoop, whoop. And down. Alright, there we go. Yeah, this is much more like it here. There's Rob over there. Tails down. And welcome to Sandridge Air Park. Let's go ahead. We'll taxi back. I'll give you the 50-cent tour. And we'll call it a night. Yeah, at least you get cool lens flare. Sandridge Air Park traffic. Yellow Cub is back taxi in 35 Sandridge Air Park. It has some cool little custom buildings here that I really liked. Like these are all custom. Well, these might be stock, the Sobo stuff, but there's a custom house. There's like a building or two here and there. But yeah, just...
Yeah, but watch it. Don't try to go inside this building that I went into. Like an invisible wall.
Thanks for the heads up. I will definitely be flying the CRJ, Matt, when that comes out. Alright, we'll just go park by our buddy here. Rob, thanks again for flying with me, man. And Slant Alpha, I appreciate you also tagging along. It's so much fun to fly with friends. It is truly... I mean, it makes a great experience. Just incredible. It never gets old hanging out with friends. Alright, we're just going to kind of go right in there. Bing. And, yeah, let's get her shut down and call it a day. So, yeah, it'll be, you know, like they say, it'll be a week or so. And, that's okay too. I don't mind. I can wait a little bit. We've waited for how long already, right, Matt? And so why not wait a little bit longer? All right, now this, I think I turn off. There we go. We don't want to leave that on, even though this doesn't really have a battery per se. So, but still, yeah, we'll go ahead and close it up here. I'm gonna hop out side and let's see if I can make this work. There's a Are there click spots? If I get out, how do I do this? I'm trying to remember. If there, yeah, there's click spots, right? Can I put the... Well, it's not letting me do that. I want to put the stuff on here without cheating and using the menu here, but it's not exactly making it easy. No. If I go drone camera, will that let me do this? Because I need to put on a pedo cover and the whole works here, don't I? Well, never mind. It's not going to let me do it from out there. All right, that's okay. We'll take care of all that later on, you guys. You don't need to watch me stumble and bumble about that. Yeah. Let's wrap it up here, guys, and see what's coming up and who we're gonna raid out to. Thanks again, man. What an awesome stream. It was fun. Sorry about the ending there. A little bit ragged, but you know what? Hey, stuff happens, right? Stuff happens. We're gonna go. All right, we're gonna do this, you guys. We're gonna go hang out and oh, wait a second. Nope, he's just about done. Okay, let's see about this. Oh yeah, Foxtrot's just getting started. All right, so again, guys and gals, thank you so much. Oh, wait a second. Wait a minute. Yeah, thank you guys so very, very much. Schedule wise, again, nothing Thursday, nothing Saturday. So there's a potential for something maybe tomorrow, but more than likely I'm going to be off until probably Tuesday the 1st of April. And that's not an April Fool's Day thing, but there's an event in New York, and I'm going to be partaking in that. That'll be my normal Tuesday, Thursday time of midnight. So the Thursday, we're going to do something down in Mexico City. And then next Saturday is 24 hours of ZDC. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, by then, Matt, that the CRJ will be ready and operational, and maybe we can fly some CRJ flight, you know, into Reagan or something. But otherwise, thank you very much, Rock and Fly, for the follow. Eddie Orlando, thanks for the follow. Washrank, Stefan, thanks for the big raid. You're awesome. Steve PHL, thanks for 50 months of re-ascriptions. You are also awesome. K Constant and Will Kopta, thank you guys as well for the follows, and everybody else who hung out during the evening. It means a lot that you'll spend a little bit of your free time hanging out with me. Again, I know time is precious, man, and if you'll spend a little bit of yours with me, that means something. So I'm gonna head over with you to Foxtrot here. I'm gonna get that raid started. Let's see how many guys we can get over there. Let's take a big crew, and this is Foxtrot's a great dude. He almost always has people flying with him as well, doing some things that we kind of like to do. And oh geez, I just had an ad break. Hey, we're heading over to Foxtrot, so come join me over there. Thanks again for an awesome evening, and yeah, can't wait to fly with you again. I will see you guys all probably next Tuesday. Take care.